Welcome to Most Popular News, your go-to source for the latest and most trending news stories from around the world. Our team of dedicated journalists work tirelessly to bring you the most accurate and up-to-date information on current events, politics, entertainment, technology, and much more. Whether you're looking for breaking news updates, in-depth analysis, or simply want to stay informed on the latest happenings, Most Popular News has got you covered. Subscribe to our channel and join our community of news enthusiasts today. It's Okay to Be Angry About Capitalism, by Andrea Komlosy, is a thought-provoking and timely book that argues for the necessity of anger and resistance against the capitalist system that has come to dominate our world. Komlosy's book is a passionate and insightful exploration of the historical, economic, and social forces that have shaped capitalism, and the devastating consequences that it has had for individuals, communities, and the planet. In her book, Komlosy traces the development of capitalism from its origins in medieval Europe to its current global hegemony. She demonstrates how capitalism has been built on exploitation, inequality, and violence, and how it has created a world in which the pursuit of profit has taken precedence over human needs and desires. Komlosy argues that the current crisis of capitalism, characterized by rising inequality, ecological devastation, and social unrest, is not a mere aberration, but rather an inevitable consequence of the system itself. One of the central arguments of the book is that anger is a necessary and legitimate response to capitalism. Komlosy argues that anger can be a powerful force for change, inspiring individuals and communities to resist and challenge the injustices of the system. She urges readers not to shy away from their anger, but to embrace it as a source of strength and motivation in the struggle for a more just and equitable world. Komlosy also highlights the ways in which capitalism has distorted our understanding of ourselves and our relationships with others. She argues that capitalism has created a society in which we are encouraged to view ourselves and others as mere commodities, to be bought and sold on the market. This has led to a profound sense of alienation, as we are cut off from our true selves and from meaningful relationships with others. Komlosy argues that resistance to capitalism requires a reclamation of our humanity and a rejection of the dehumanizing logic of the market. Another important theme of the book is the connection between capitalism and imperialism. Komlosy argues that capitalism is inherently expansionist and imperialist, seeking to dominate and exploit new markets and resources. This has led to a long history of colonialism and imperialism, which continues to shape the world today. Komlosy argues that resistance to capitalism must also involve a rejection of imperialism and a commitment to global solidarity and justice. Komlosy also addresses the question of what comes after capitalism. She argues that while the current system is unsustainable and must be replaced, we must be careful not to fall into the trap of simply replacing one form of exploitation with another. Komlosy argues that any alternative to capitalism must be grounded in principles of democracy, equality, and solidarity, and must be shaped by the needs and desires of the people. Throughout the book, Komlosy draws on a wide range of historical and contemporary examples to illustrate her arguments. She examines the impact of capitalism on the lives of workers, women, and people of color, and explores the ways in which resistance to capitalism has taken many different forms throughout history. She also discusses the rise of contemporary movements such as Occupy and Black Lives Matter, and argues that these movements represent a powerful challenge to the dominant logic of capitalism. Throughout the book, Komlosy draws on a wide range of historical and contemporary examples to illustrate her arguments. She examines the impact of capitalism on the lives of workers, women, and people of color, and explores the ways in which resistance to capitalism has taken many different forms throughout history. She also discusses the rise of contemporary movements such as Occupy and Black Lives Matter, and argues that these movements represent a powerful challenge to the dominant logic of capitalism. One of the key insights of the book is the idea that capitalism is not a natural or inevitable system, but rather a historical and social construct. Komlosy argues that capitalism has been shaped by political and economic elites, who have used their power to shape the system in their own interests. This has led to a system that is marked by inequality, exploitation, and environmental destruction. In conclusion, It's Okay to Be Angry About Capitalism is a powerful and compelling argument for the necessity of anger and resistance in the face of the devastating impact of capitalism. Kamlozi's book is an important contribution to the growing body of literature on capitalism and its alternatives, and provides a valuable guide for anyone seeking to understand the roots of our current crisis and to envision a more just and equitable future. Ultimately, Kamlozi argues that the struggle against capitalism is a struggle for our very humanity, and that only by coming together in solidarity and resistance can we hope to create a better world for all. Thank you for tuning in to Most Popular News. We hope our coverage has provided you with valuable insights and perspectives on the most important news stories of our time. Our commitment to quality journalism and factual reporting will continue, as we strive to keep you informed and engaged with the world around you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for more exciting updates and developments in the world of news. Thank you for your support.